As criticism continues over the treatment of Haitian migrants at the southern border, Haitian Americans here in Rhode Island are calling for help for their families and their friends that are in the struggling nation. 12 News reporter Kate Walsh was at the meeting that they had this morning. She joins us now with the local connection to this crisis.
The crisis at the border may seem like a faraway issue, even though it's still in our country, but it's impacting thousands of people locally. There is a large Haitian community here with families still in Haiti. Many who I spoke with today said they even know people who were at the border this past week.
They did not give him the right to even ask for asylum, but he has all the legal document to prove that he was persecuted, but they didn't ask him any question. They didn't, without any kind of respect for the international community.
Jean Oslin Civil fears for his cousin, who he said was deported back to Haiti from the U.S.-Mexico border this past week, one of thousands who were ordered to leave the border, some forcibly, due in part to a pandemic-era health rule.
It is important to note that Title 42 is applicable and has been applicable to all irregular migration during this pandemic. It is not specific to Haitian nationals or the current situation.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas explained the administration's reasoning for clearing some 15,000 hopeful migrants from near the border, most of whom were Haitian.
But 2,000 was sent home. As sent home, that home is not real home. That home is homelessness.
Civil said he came to the U.S. legally, first with a visa, nearly 20 years ago. But he and another Haitian American, speaking through a translator, told me it's different now. Gangs are running the country.
He
says because of the situations back home, so they're forced to come here.
Back in July, the Haitian president was assassinated. Then an earthquake devastated the already struggling island nation. Through each crisis, 12 News has reached out to New Bridges for Haitian Success, a Rhode Island organization helping the local Haitian community. They hosted a meeting Saturday to discuss the crisis with Governor Dan McKee and other elected officials.
People need to be treated as humans. They need to be treated with respect. And when that doesn't happen, we need to call it out.
Let's channel our energies, our frustrations into changing this world that we see in front of us, because refugees, immigrants to this country are absolutely essential.
This is one of those moments where it's called upon us in our generation, in our time, to help determine who we are as a society and as a country.
In Providence, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.